down. Valkyrie, I think, picks it up. Indeed, she did. Those voodoo wards going to come out, but not really going to be hurting too much. As I said, lots of tanky heroes going to be making light work of all this. Lots of fights going on. Defiler's going to be joining that behemoth in the grave. Looks like Pebble's going to try to insta-combo. Glacius does not get it off, and now using that invis Valkyrie ult, going to be trying to get away, but lots of counter wards everywhere. Voodoo Jester always carrying those around. Apparently so is Ophelia these days, and that looks like an end to that. So they were able to take out that Congo. They did get the token. They didn't spend it, and they did lose 2 heroes to 1 there.
Yeah, it's just like when it really comes to late game, like a really long game, then Valkyrie's gonna be their main carry, because he's just got this physical, just got more physical item damage output. So it's pretty wise to spend the token on her. And yeah, pretty much that the death of Defiler rescued Valkyrie, because the heal from the sacrificial stone really healed her up a good bit.
Well, Valkyrie, using the gold wisely, has already finished up her Shrunken Head to go with that Frostburn, so she's not going for that more typical Geometer's Bane Frost Wolf, at least not yet. I'd actually like to see a Thunder, that Thunder Stick, Thunder Claw, Thunder Hammer?
Charged Hammer.
Whatever, the Lightning. I want to see Lightning. But we might see that come down.
You want the Hammer of Thunder.
I want the Hammer of Odin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not an item.
Odin has no hammer. Thor has a hammer.
Fine, prove me wrong, Norse. Anyways, Glacius has picked up a tablet of command. I do believe he had that last team fight, and that puts us with Behemoth with a little bit of survivability, going with that Shaman's Headdress, maybe making that into an idol down the line, maybe not. Witchslayer also looks like he's going for a tablet, either that or a Gnomes. Might be a Gnomes, might be a tablet. I'm not too sure if there's a limit on what you can have in this tournament, but let's go with nothing, as we want to try to be trapping this Valkyrie into these voodoo wards with the cursed ground? No cursed ground! No cursed ground.
No cursed ground?
Nope, no cursed ground. So she's able to get out of that, no problem. Very tanky. I mean, she's sitting there at 2,000 hit points now. The only person higher than that is that Defiler, simply because of that sacrificial stone and another beast heart on top of that.
Yeah, okay, that's what Defiler needs to do, and she's gonna work, like she's gonna pick up a Frosty Field Plate, just simply because it's just such a great item on her, and then she's gonna be very, very hard to kill. And if she's hard to kill, then Valkyrie, she's gonna, yeah, I think she will split that Frostburn up, because it is really, really uncommon to see a Frostburn sitting in some inventory when it's not gonna be split up.
Well, looks like I was proven wrong here with a Pebbles. He has also picked up a Frostfield Plate. He did not go for that Demonic, so instead going the more intelligence and slowing route. Now, the extra mana is a really great pickup on him. Pretty sure he had a bottle at one point, but I guess not anymore. Blood Chalice will keep him at least a little bit mana fueled, but I don't know. Frostfield Plate on him is a lot of armor, it's a good amount of mana, but typically you see more of that Demonic.
Yeah, I like the Demonic Breastplate a lot more, just simply because he is really slow because of his ultimate. His attack animation is really slow, so the extra attack speed that you get from him, is really helpful, especially because his auto attack hits actually pretty hard with the extra damage from the he gets extra damage from somewhere. Anyway, from his ultimate.
Yeah, I believe it's his ultimate.
Yeah. Oh god. But anyways, yeah, that's why I really like the Demonic Breastplate. The Frosty Field Plate is good because he's their main initiator, so he has like 2 initiating tools with the AoE slow from the Frosty Field Plate, as well as his stun. Basically, he's got more than one tool because he really needs to get some more initiation power than he possesses normally to be a good initiator. So the item pickup is okay. I think it is kind of he adapts to this actual game, even though I think the Demonic Breastplate is still better. It's just my opinion though.
Well, if you can't adapt you'll die. So we'll have to see if it comes through
We'll
for
talk a
him.
lot about dying.
Well, it's a game where we kill things. So
Okay,
yeah.
I suppose.
How can you kill the other team? How many times can you kill the other team? How many ways can you kill the enemy team? Just like killing the enemy team right now is going on. This Hellborn really taking out this Legion as they're down 3, now going on 4 heroes as soon as that Valkyrie comes back up using that token. Level 21. Valkyrie just has a big advantage over these guys right now, and there goes another kill on that Legion side. Ophelia has to be running for her life, but she's not going to get away if this behemoth has anything to say about it. And yeah, it looks like he says lots about it. That's a genocide, first one of the game. 42 minutes into this, and now this is going to be a good opportunity to push.
Yeah, and I bet, well, the Defiler ultimate is down, but they won the team fight, so that is just way more important. And just look at the experience advantage, like 23k experience advantage. This is just huge, especially if you look how the game has transitioned from the early game where the Legion were pretty dominant. Now they have more really, it's the Hellborn's game to lose right now.
Well, as you did accurately predict, I mean, this late game is really going to come down more and more in favor of this Hellborn, and now even killing Voodoo Jester once again, more just for the lulz factor than anything, I'll assume. This defense tower has probably seen better days, as it's just looks like it's numbered. Voodoo Ward's going to come out with a combo from Pebbles. Pebbles catching the bare end of a behemoth tablet of command, 2 tablets of command, one of that Glacius now going to be coming out, and really that's a really shame that those Voodoo Wards came out in defense, because now you can't use them to push.
Yeah, that's always like it is when you have great abilities, strong abilities like the Voodoo Wards or even the Father's Ultimate or just other strong ultimates that you have to use for defense. You can't use them for offensive, you know, uses any after that. And that is just a huge loss, and it just shows how far the Legion are in the backseat right now, because they are, and they're losing. You know, they're just getting further behind every second that this game progresses. The Hellborn have taken the kill, you know, lead. They have taken the experience lead. They have taken the gold lead. They haven't even taken, well, they have not taken the tower lead quite yet, but I think they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. It's something to do. Cracking that base is a far bigger advantage, however, than a tier tower.
Yeah, but Valkyrie really has now split up her Frostburn to go for that Geometer Spain. So yeah, she's going the standard ranged carry route.
Took a bit of a roundabout way to get there, but yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's always good when you're dying a lot, and like, as I said, when you're dead, you can't put out any DPS, so it's useless. So when you're dying a lot and just pick up that BKB, it's gonna help you out so much. It's incredible. It's a very good pickup in that sense. I feel.
Well,
that is good.
It's looking very dire here for the Legion side, who had a great, starting early mid game, but really they're just kind of falling flat in the face of their adversaries here. As
yeah, they had that. They were really opting for a strong early to mid game, as I said. But what they started off good, like they pushed towers. That is good. That is what they need to do. But then the Hellborn managed to hang on to towers. I mean, they paid with their lives for it, but they actually repelled some pushes, and that is important. So if you can hang on to your base, like your base, and even maybe to your tier 2 towers for a long time, and you have a stronger late game team, that is actually a chance of winning. And that is exactly what the Hellborn did. They just, tried to hang on in the game, not fall behind too much, and then later on come back with a vengeance, and that's what they did.
So here's a fun item pickup on Defiler. She's definitely going the route of something very hard to kill. Behemoth's Heart. An intelligence Behemoth's Heart gives her plus cast speed as well as cooldown reduction.
Yeah, that is really nice. Her ultimate only a cooldown, well, only of 85 seconds right now. And 9 charges on that sacrificial stone. Yep. Sweet mother, she's gonna be tough to kill.
Yeah,
to say the least.
She's kind of going for that unkillable build, and really she's kind of there. If she gets the chance, that plate mail into a frost field, and really that's good game for her. Yeah, it's plus cast speed and cooldown reduction is not really a big stat you see here in Heroes of Newerth. I mean, it's only on this one item that I know of.
Yeah, it really is. But because their cast time and cast animations are pretty much instant on most heroes, so it doesn't have a great effect. But unless for heroes like Pyromancer or Torturer, it's actually a really good item, the Torturer. But on heroes that have like a very long cast time, like you and me, we both played Diablo 2, and we know faster cast rate is really, really important in Diablo 2. However, this is a totally different game, so it is really not that important.
Well, speaking of important, that Valkyrie ult coming off, but it really just didn't do any damage again because of these counter wards. Out goes that frog. He's going to go down. Looks like the Witch Slayer got away thanks to Tablet of Command, maybe even a double Tablet of Command. And just look at the snowballs coming off of this Valkyrie, and I can hear a Voodoo Cask just bouncing around, and that's a 4-kill death execution right there. Who got out of that? Oh, Pebbles got out of that. I think Pebbles died, didn't he?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't entirely sure. I didn't pay attention. I was just too
Pebbles
focused
didn't
on
die.
the Hellborn. Just
At least not according to my chat history, he didn't.
well, anyways, I was just busy watching the Hellborn team just killing everything that is in their way, which they're doing quite well. And I'm just gonna look at the filer. Ah, 3,410 hit points.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, that was a good fight for her to pick up more charges. 4 more charges added to that. So, yeah, it's 100. It's 25 health a shot. She's not even 25 yet.
Yeah.
So.
That's really interesting. She could just walk up that ramp with the whole Legion team, you know, living, pop her ultimate and say like, attack me. You're not gonna kill me anyways.
Give it enough time, maybe. But Behemoth also showing off his arcane, sorry, not his arcane, his barrier idol, and we got Glacius sitting there with his Astrolabe as well. So I mean, add all this extra health and healing and all that to these health pools, and I mean even the level advantages are coming in to effect here. We got a level 24 Valkyrie, a level 22 Defiler, and they're both kind of sitting really nicely. 425 gold a minute on this Valkyrie thanks to 16 kills in the bank.
Yeah, but we got to give some credit to that Glacius, which is, what is his name? Crunchy Nuts.
Crunchy Nut.
I don't know. Crunchy Nut. He has died the least on the Hellborn side, and that is a Glacius. So big props to him, because that is the hardest part about being a good Glacius, is not dying. Not dying too often, especially against when you have heroes like Pebbles, who are just like your arch enemy. And he didn't die, and he's managing a pretty decent farm, so he's doing a good job, really.
Speaking of not dying, that Pebbles didn't die, but Valkyrie did, using her token, and now with all the support coming in from her teammates, that just puts the Legion here on the run again. That's another triple kill in their pocket. 2 of those going to that Defiler, who has picked up a few more charges on that. Up to 15 charges now. I mean, I think the most you can have is 19 charges, but yeah, sorry, 99 charges is the most you can have on that. But I mean, her item pickup has been flawless in her style of play, as they're going to be pushing this tower. I mean, this bottom ramp is going to be in trouble simply because, I mean, you can really give it to this Defiler, this Valkyrie, and the triple support. It's really worked out well for them this game.
Yeah, it is, because they managed to stay in the game, and they did a very good job at it, and now they, you know, they're rolling the late game just as they need to do, and that's it. They just, you know, did what they needed to do, and now they're winning the game. And then we have the GGs.
GG, well played coming out here from Animus Gaming as they go down for the semifinals here of this UNGL Cup #2. That means that Team Go, Global Core Gamers, going on to the finals. Who are they going to be taking on? I don't know, but yeah,
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
we are indeed going to find out. So there you go, guys.